Go, sir, if you're ready to go. Oh, I'm going to record this on my phone.
No problem.
So I can listen to it in the car and pick the parts of it that we're going to use in our story. Okay, ready?
Rolling.
Okay, may I get your name, please?
Jakeria Carter.
And would you spell your first and last name?
Jakeria Carter.
Okay,
I forgot to add my other name, Jakeria Carter Allen. But
it's your real name. That is Jakeria Carter.
yeah.
Is that your full name, or?
Well, that's my Allen is my married name.
So is that what you want us to use?
You can just use Jakeria Carter.
Jakeria Carter.
Yes.
Okay, and your daughter is 18. She's a junior at Pahokee
Yes.
High School.
Uh huh.
Yes, so don't see your nose. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, she's 18. She goes to Pahokee Middle Senior High School.
Okay.
She's in 11th grade.
Is she? Does she involve herself in any school
Yeah,
activities?
she runs track. She's in the nursing program there.
Is that what she wants to do? Become a nurse?
Yeah, she wants to become a nurse because I'm currently myself, I'm a CNA, so she wants to do things like that.
You're a CNA, certified nursing assistant.
Yes, sir.
And your daughter wants to do that same
Yes.
job.
Mhm.
Not an RN or LPN, but a CNA.
Well, she wants to further it, but she wants to start out like I'm starting out. So
Okay.
things like that.
All right. So what exactly happened that led to this fight on? It was March.
I was on my way.
It was on March 3rd, right?
March 3rd.
Okay.
I was on my way to handle some business, and she called me screaming. It was like that they just jumped on her. So by that time, I had to turn all the way around, and I got to the school like in 30 minutes, you could say, because I was flying. And when I got there, they was like the ambulance was there, and they sent me a disturbed video of my child getting. She was fighting. She was engaged in the fight, and next thing you know, she was like getting attacked by two individuals. And I'm like, at this time, I'm furious with the school because in the video you can see teachers are standing around. They're saying that they was pressing the buzzers, but I felt they should have stopped the fight. And you don't see no administration there. So I'm like, what if my child would have got killed? That's what I'm furious with the school right now. Like they're studying making excuses, but what if my child would have got killed? Y'all study not getting the big picture. Like my child has a head injury. She has 2 clamps in her head right now.
2 clamps?
Yes, like 2 staples in her head. Yes, her head it was a lot of blood. So I had to get her. Like today, I'm missing work because I had to deal with this for my child. I had to miss work today.
Is your daughter in the hospital now?
No, she's home. She's fine. She wanted to go back to school. And she didn't want to get behind in her work, so I allowed her to go back to school.
So she's back at Pahokee High School today.
Mm-hmm.
What led to this fight? Why would someone attack your daughter?
From what I heard, it was about a boy. To squash this situation, I went to the parent, being a parent, and it's like, I guess, I don't know what happened, but it's like you can't go to certain parent these days. I went to the parent thinking that the situation would stop, but I guess apparently it didn't. Like, before any of this even stopped, I went to the parent because I'm the type of person, I'm a go to the parent. I don't follow up with children's stuff. Cause we can be getting into it or be incarcerated over kids stuff, and kids be right back talking the next day. So I don't follow up with kids stuff. If I can go to the parent and talk to the parent, or if a parent can come to me and talk to me about my child, we're gonna date that right there. It's not gonna be none of that. So I don't know.
So you went to the parent of one of the girls who attacked your daughter?
Yes.
And you were trying to maybe resolve this or find out what's the problem here?
Yeah, and basically you could say that she didn't want to hear anything.
The parent, the mother you spoke to, did not want to discuss it?
No.
Okay. So was this over a boy that your daughter has been dating, or?
Yeah, my daughter was seeing the boy, and I guess the other girl was too, and that what it was about. But my daughter was like, she didn't want to no longer talk to the boy, and I guess by the time her and the girl, it was an altercation, because like my daughter like called me while I was at work one day, was like, Mom, can we go meet with such and such mama so we can try, because I don't want the boy. They was going at it they was into it over social media about the boy too, so Instagram takes place in it too. So I just told my daughter to leave it alone. We're going to go and talk to the parent, but it's like basically the parent didn't want to hear it, and now we're to this point.
Did you go to the parent's house?
Yes, because we're a small community, and I look at us as a family. So I feel like we should be able to come to one another about our kids without one of us getting rowdy or one of us getting slick. It should be we as a family, we're a small community. We should be able to come together. It takes a village to raise kids, period.
So the other girl who was involved in the fight was a friend of this other attacker? Is that right? Or
They were sisters.
they were sisters.
Yes.
So was it 2 girls against your daughter?
Yes.
That's how many? Because I've seen the video. I thought maybe there was more than 2, but there's
No,
just
it
2.
was 2. It was
2
2.
attacking your daughter.
Yes.
And how many teachers are visible in the video?
I seen one like right there in the middle, and it looked like I see one like standing back. But teachers was around and they're standing right there. That's why I'm furious. And like, where is the administration? Like, how do y'all not have administration in the corridors like that? Like, come on, I think like y'all should have at least 2 or 3 on the floor. Like, I'm just stuck on what if my child would have got killed.
You're saying why did the teacher stand by and watch this happen without
Yes.
trying to intervene?
Yes. And it was like he was pressing the badge. I'm like, excuse my language, hell pressing the badge. Try to stop this.
Don't just call for help. Try to intervene yourself.
Yeah, try to stop this because my child could have been dead.
Okay. What kind of injuries did your daughter suffer?
A head injury. It was a gash in her head, on her right side of her head. It's a gash. She had. They say that the ambulance came. They said that the EMS came up there, but I later came and I took her to the emergency room myself, and they flushed it out and gave her 2 staples.
Okay. Did
Clamps.
Was she struck by their hands or did they have a weapon?
I don't know what they had. I think it probably came from the kicking.
They kicked her in the head too?
Yeah.
So she was punched in the head?
She was being punched and kicked. I think that came from the kicking in her head because she it was a little deep and there was a lot of blood.
Was she admitted to the hospital?
No, they just treated her right there. And they was like, if she has any dizziness or going to go to vomiting to bring her back. But so far she's been fine.
Did this happen before the start of school that day or after school or during the day?
It started in the morning time.
What time was the actual fight?
I say like around 9, like 9, between 9:30 and 10 because I was supposed to arrive somewhere at 10 o'clock. Like I had to turn around.
The school office called you and said, get out here?
No, my daughter
Your
called
daughter
me.
called you.
No
Okay.
one called me. My daughter called me.
She called you after the fight? Said,
Yes,
"I've been
she
hurt"?
called me screaming and hollering. It was like they don't jumped on me and my head is bust and all this.
And did she go straight to the office and the other girls were taken to the office too? Or?
Yeah, she said she went. She said they sent her straight to the office.
She was sent to the office.
After the fight.
And then the paramedics showed up from fire rescue and they didn't need to take her to the hospital because you had already done that? Or?
They actually got there before I got there. I don't know why they didn't take her.
Okay.
But when I later got there, I took her.
Was your daughter suspended from school because of the fight?
No, she's not suspended. She's in school. I want to salute the officer. The officer up there. He's taking. He's really good with the situation what's going on. I'm just very mad with administration because my daughter could have got killed. Like no, like the teachers. Like no, like that's who I'm really mad with. I'm mad with them.
Did the principal or anyone explain to you why the teachers did not get involved or intervene?
They say that if the teacher would have touched one of the kids and the kids would have struck one of the teachers, that would have been a charge. But I don't care. To me, simply because that could have, like, my daughter could have been dead. I would rather my daughter, like swinging and strike somebody than her getting beat down like that. I didn't like that.
What do you think the teachers who were on the scene should have done?
I feel like they should have broke it up, like got them off my daughter, not just stand there.
So what was your reaction if they just stood there and watched?
I was pissed off. I'm still mad to this day, because I feel like that should have been handled. Then my thing is they need to stop the bullying. This is not the first time my daughter have been bullied. Like I got like a call a couple weeks ago about some boys bullying my daughter.
Were they hitting her as well?
No, they just was like saying stuff and
Okay.
Once again my daughter had to call me. The school don't know nothing.
The other 2 girls that attacked your daughter, were they suspended from school?
I'm guessing.
You don't know?
I don't know. I'm guessing because I didn't hear anything else about them being on campus.
Okay. So what do you hope to do about this now that this has occurred? Your daughter was injured in a fight at school.
I'm hoping that I get justice about my daughter, and I'm hoping that the school get better administrators out there, because like this is like uncalled for. They
Are you,
need better administrators.
you say they need better administrators. Do you mean they need better teachers or administrators to?
Both teachers and administrators, because that was uncalled for. Like y'all need to have more than that on your quarters when the kids are coming out of class.
You need to have more supervision in the hallways
Yes, more supervision.
by administrators or teachers? Or
Administrators and teachers, both.
how many teachers or administrators were in the hallway? Do you have any idea?
No, no.
Did the school
I just
district?
I just only saw those two teachers, and after the fact when my daughter had done got beat down, like I saw an administrator come over and stop it, but that was too late by that time.
Yeah. When you see this video, what is your reaction to what you see in that video?
I mean, I'm hurt. I'm hurt and disgusted because I feel like this could have been avoided. This could have been avoided. Like I went to the parents and all that because thinking like we're a small community, we family, like it should have been squashed.
How could this have been avoided?
Like I feel like if that parent would have talked to that child and been like, "Oh, don't go bother that girl," or "Leave that alone," that would have stopped. Like I understand, like these kids have their own minds, but us as an adults, if we talk to our kids and be like, "Don't go mess with that girl, leave it alone," or "You got consequences with me," it wouldn't have happened. Cause me as in being a parent, I'm gonna let my child know, don't go messing with nobody else, or it's gonna be problems.
Did these same two girls pick on your daughter before this fight?
No, they never had problems. That's why I'm kind of confused.
Okay, so it wasn't like you went to the school because of a previous incident and said, "Hey, my daughter needs protection," and they didn't do anything about it.
No.
What do you want to excuse me? What do you want to see the school officials do now? The principal and the others at the school. What do you hope they do now?
I hope that they look at this situation as serious, and I hope that they need to do something about this. Like put more effort into protecting these kids.
Are there a lot of fights at Pahokee High School?
Yes, it'd be a lot of fights there.
How often do you understand fights are taking place there?
How I can say this?
Once a week, twice a week? How many?
Well, it was 2 fights in one day. Like my daughter and another fight.
There was a different fight involving other kids, not your daughter.
Yeah. So, I mean, the principal, he seems to have some stuff under control, but this right here was not under control at all. And then once again, they didn't call me and tell me that my daughter was fine. My daughter had to call me screaming in the phone. So it's just a messed up situation.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I think that covers it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.